Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Kincaid, or Ice Rink 5 AM here, and today I'll be bringing you an in-depth Black Ops 2 weapon guide on the new weapon released with the Revolution map pack. This weapon is the Peacekeeper, and I must say I am very happy with this weapon so far, and by no means is it overpowered, so this should make for a very interesting guide. Now, if you're new to my videos, I would like to let you know that you can go ahead and click the text in the top left corner of your screen to check out more of these weapon guides and comparisons, and you can click Ice Rink 5 AM to head right to my channel. So the Peacekeeper submachine gun is unlike any other weapon we've seen in Black Ops 2 thus far. This weapon is actually a hybrid between a submachine gun and an assault rifle, and it works great for a specific style of play. The Peacekeeper is officially described as a fully automatic personal defense weapon, rifle class accuracy and range with SMG speed and handling, and the only way to unlock the Peacekeeper is to purchase the Revolution DLC. Now, first of all, the magazine size of the Peacekeeper is 30 rounds or 40 rounds with the extended clip attachment, and although the MSMC has the same magazine size, this is more of an assault rifle characteristic than a submachine gun characteristic. Moving on, I went ahead and timed the reload speeds, and the Peacekeeper reloads in about 2.0 seconds with bullets in the clip or 2.5 seconds when it is empty. The reload speeds are shown on screen just to make these numbers mean a little bit more, and a reload time of around 2 seconds is more common with the submachine guns than the assault rifles in Black Ops 2. Moving on, most of the sources on the internet talking about the Peacekeeper have been saying that it fires at a rate of 700 rounds per minute, but I went ahead and actually timed the fire rate, and it turns out it fires at 720 rounds per minute, which is equivalent to the fire rate of the MSMC or the PDW-57. Now, there are quite a few assault rifles with a fire rate around 700 rounds per minute as well, but I find it more beneficial to compare this weapon to the PDW or the MSMC, so I'm going to say that this fire rate compares more closely to the submachine guns. On screen now, the fire rate is shown just to give you a visual example of exactly how fast this weapon shoots. Next, we'll go ahead and talk about this weapon's recoil, and although the description says that it recoils more like an assault rifle, I'm going to have to disagree. The Peacekeeper actually has moderate vertical recoil, which isn't that easy to control at range, therefore I'm going to say it's more like an SMG in this aspect. Now here you can actually see the wall test for the recoil, and it's fairly easily controllable vertical recoil. Personally, I feel that this weapon recoils much like the Vector K10. Next, I don't typically include the Hipfire spread into my weapon guides, but with this gun I thought it would be interesting to see if it fired at the hip more like an assault rifle or a submachine gun, and as it turns out, the Hipfire spread is fairly low and it fires more like a submachine gun from the hip. Now this is the part of the guide where things get interesting. It's time to talk about the damage and range. Now the damage of this weapon is 33 to 18, meaning it will be a 4 bullet kill from close range and a 6 bullet kill from long range, which you would expect to be like a submachine gun, but truly it's a lot more like an assault rifle. Now the range tests are shown on screen if you'd like a visual aid, but in the bottom right corner of the screen are the number of bullets it takes to kill from the different ranges that I tested. At close range, the Peacekeeper did suffer a little bit, requiring 4 bullets to kill with only a 720 rounds per minute fire rate. And then at medium range, the Peacekeeper was far above most SMGs, where they can take 5 to 6 bullets at those ranges. The Peacekeeper took 4. Now, as you can see, I didn't even find the 6 bullet kill range on Hijacked with the Peacekeeper, which is unheard of for submachine guns. Lastly, I want to take a look at the iron sights of the Peacekeeper. I see many players using the reflex sight, and I think it's unnecessary. If you look at both sights compared side by side, the iron sights really don't take up a lot of space on your screen, and I personally don't feel that they block your vision, but obviously the choice is still up to you. Overall, I would consider the iron sights very usable. Now recently with the Peacekeeper, I've been using just 2 attachments, and these are the suppressor and the fast mag. The suppressor is a great option for this weapon because it keeps you off the map and it really doesn't affect your range too much, as you saw in the damage tests, and the fast mag attachment is obviously a great way to make up for your small magazine size. Now this is one submachine gun that I haven't been putting the laser sight on, and that's because the hipfire accuracy is already pretty good, and you'll be engaging in more medium range gunfights than close range gunfights with the Peacekeeper. Now feel free to disagree, but I think the Peacekeeper is probably the best medium range weapon in Black Ops 2. This weapon has the range of an assault rifle and the mobility of a submachine gun, and that is absolutely perfect for medium range encounters. Now when you use this weapon, you have to remember what its function is and try not to get carried away with it. If you try to use it too much at close range, you're probably going to lose more gunfights because it just doesn't have the firepower, and if you try to use it too much at long range, you probably won't win simply because of its recoil. If you're a player whose playstyle allows you to get consistent medium-range gunfights, then the Peacekeeper is definitely a gun for you. Anyway guys, that pretty much sums up this weapon guide, and I really hope you enjoy. If I left any questions unanswered in this video, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll get to it as soon as possible. Thanks a lot for watching, and let's go ahead and move on to the outro. On screen now are two of my previous videos. The one on the left outlines the recoil changes to the FAL OSW, and the one on the right is a quad orbital VSAT gameplay where I discuss the overkill method. You can click Icerink 5am to head right to my channel, and I would appreciate it if you could follow me on Twitter and subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys next video.